Hey, give a big smile for the camera. Smile. No, we lost both of them. What is up, everybody? Hey, we're getting anxious here. We're trying to wait around, see what the Biggest Loser's gonna do. They were submitting it to their boss for approval. Not super sure how the process goes, obviously, but we're just waiting around. But it's time to get Miss Melissa some breakfast. It is her birthday. She is 28 today, so we're gonna go grab her some breakfast real quick. So I just told Melissa that I'm gonna go get breakfast, and I said this is all I'm gonna wear, not even zipping it. Still in the underwears, got my boxers on, and she said go for it.
Do it. What do I care?
Let me grab my stuff. To Sonic we go. At one point, I got hurt at work with what I was doing. I was toting around a 600 gallon. I was toting around a 600 pound.
Morning.
How's it going? We had to use it for indoor stuff, like malls or anything that was very far indoors. I couldn't reach it with a hose. I slipped and fell, dropped it on myself while I was home with a hernia. It gave me a hernia when I had it. While I was home, I used to always come to this Sonic. This Sonic was a block from my house. It's not even a block hardly. And I'd come over here and grab some breakfast while I was sitting at home for a month and a half. I bought a new car. The company I worked for sold, so I didn't technically have a job. The new company wanted to hire me, but I didn't quite have my license yet. And I was sitting at home with a hernia. It was a difficult time. And actually, that was the time while I was at home with my hernia, a little bit of what helped me get through it was me and my grandpa used to go fishing a lot. He wasn't technically my grandpa, he was my step grandpa, and I don't think he ever called me grandson or ever said like love you or anything like that, but he didn't really need to, and I didn't need to call him grandpa. Just a lot of mutual admiration, mutual respect. He passed away during that month and a half. We were supposed to go fishing on a Saturday, and I woke up and got a call from my dad saying that my dad was actually on vacation at the time down in Padre, and he said, hey, I wanted to call and let you know that Larry, your grandpa Larry, has passed away. And it was a very slow hit. Like, he was supposed to be there. I was awake sitting at my computer waiting for him to get there. It was surreal because it was like maybe there was bad information or something. I don't really know, but he never showed up that day. But every time I come to this Sonic, I think back to around that time. But yeah. He was a crotchety old man. He'd say stuff that'd curl your nose hairs. It's kind of a little funny saying he used to say, but just a good old timer. But he and I always used to go out sometimes with my dad and the rest of our family to the Arms family Homestead. That's just such a magical place. I mean, we had to go, Daniel's father, Phil, and Larry were friends. They ended up in the back of a squad car together and became friends in the back of a squad car and just stayed friends ever since. Larry was always welcome on the property. In fact, if I am to remember correctly, in the will, whenever Phil passed away, he said, "Don't F with Larry on the hill," I think is how it was worded. Phil was another one of the good old boys, one of those good old timers. I went to the Arms family Homestead with my family on that camping trip. If you haven't seen it, it's a pretty fun trip. That was the first time I had been there since Larry. It was kind of exclusively a Larry and me thing. Dad did come a lot in the beginning, but later on it was just kind of me and Larry. Dad was too busy. That was the first time I had been there without him, or even been there since he'd passed 8 years, maybe 8 years, something like that. And there's a picture that's actually snapped of a time. I think it was my sister. My sister snapped the picture, and it's, you know, me and Melissa are hugging, so it looks really cute. But she didn't even realize I was actually crying really bad. Like, I called for Melissa and wanted to give her a hug so I could kind of mask it. I don't really know why guys feel the need to do that. We just do. We just kind of have to try to find a reason to cry, or why we're crying for some reason. But I wanted to mask it a little bit, so I gave her a hug and kind of cried into her shoulder a little bit. But I don't know. It was so... it was so cool to be back, but nothing made that place more magical than Larry did. Larry... He had a way of telling stories that just, I don't know, it seems like you have to be above 60 to be able to tell stories that good. You always wondered if they were true. Not that he was going to be a liar or anything, but you wondered over the years how the story had developed and if it was accurate anymore. Or, you know, some of it had to be accurate because, heck, you get around Phil and Phil be telling the same story. There's a special, super special place in my heart for that Homestead, Daniel's place down there. And even bigger place now that he and I have kind of made a little bit of a friendship, a little bit of a mutual admiration for each other now that I'm a little older. Obviously, Daniel's older than I am, so I'm probably just a little spunky fat turd or something. I'd probably just... little fly always buzzing in his ear about YouTube. His family Homestead's got this YouTube sticker on the back of his truck. I was like, YouTube? You gotta know where his house is to think, like, cell service doesn't get to this house. Like, it doesn't seem like he would be an internet guy. But by God, he's done a great YouTube channel, and he's got an amazing fan. He's got a great family. Looks like he's got a great core of friends around him too. And I'm dead serious. If any of you have any kind of appreciation for me or anything, I literally owe the channel to this guy. Go give him just watch a video. Give him a view if that's all you got. Give him a like and a subscribe, and hit him in the comments. Blake from Fat vs. World sent you over, and let him know that I sent something his way. He sent me people already too. So there's no amount of people I can send back to equal. He's got like 140,000 subscribers and counting. I'm sure he's doing a great job over there. And I have nothing but admiration and respect for the Arms family. There's also DeeJay Arms Photography. Go check that out. I'll link, there'll be a ton of links in the description. His old man would be proud of him. And I think other than Larry would give me a hell of a time for being as heavy as I am and being fat. I mean, he always, when we would go to town, he would tell everybody that he had to take out a small loan to buy me breakfast. I didn't make a lot of peace with that one. I didn't really expect this vlog to kind of turn into this, guys. That wasn't my intention. I apologize if any of you are kind of not feeling the vibes. I would totally had just kind of a fun, play around, jokesy kind of feel. Just got in a weird place mentally when we pulled up to that Sonic, because it always does. It gets me thinking about back in the day. I'm doing a lot of reflecting with this Biggest Loser stuff. And, well, it is Miss Melissa's birthday. Let her know in the comments if you like that. Happy birthday to Miss Melissa. She is 28 years old. We are both 28. But I'm going to get back to it, guys. I really appreciate it, okay? You guys do me your very best and live the dream. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.